don't think I can destroy that until I get up here. About longer. Yeah, we finished up another biome, and we're farming right now, farming currencies and mats. So yes, we are definitely having a longer health bar right now. But that's the point. So I still can't go in here. We also got a new weapon, a couple new weapons. Uh-oh, we're getting 30s now, chat. Get that. Well, this one has 4. So at 30, we start getting 4 perks. I wonder what the maximum amount of perks is. It's gotta be like 5 to 7. Or like, 7 to 10. That means we're gonna be taking advantage, or want to take advantage of, every single solitary reroll. Is there a jump back here? Nope. No double jump for that. The game has some really cool weapons in it, though, I'll say. Alright, there's lore behind this door. Fair way around. So this has to be either a double jump room or something else. There's a guy back there. Why are you healing? Why is this person healing? Oh. That's why. Okay, so now this I'll count. So at 30 is when we start getting 4 perks. So that means we'll get more perks very soon. I just want to get this crossbow with 4 perks now. I don't have any more rerolls though. Get more and more crystals. More and more Lucianite.
This swamp
Okay.
was a slum. Nothing here but poison water and slow death. Reminds me of some places back home. The city. That's where I belong.
What is this over here?
Someone else here. Near the tree.
Warning, Alpha hostile.
Of course they always sit by it. I'll take it. I will take it. Then I'm gonna go back. Crossbow say what? Crossbow say what? Crossbow say what? I want Lucy and Game. Nah, I don't want to lose my Lucy and Game. I'll do this one. One shot and I instantly lose my adrenaline stacks. That's so annoying, man. Game's so good, man. So good. And what's funny is that we're starting to feel some of the strength, but I just know that this is just not even close to what true power is. Not until we got like a high tier weapon with like a bunch of perks on it. Oh, that didn't finish him. That would have killed if I still have my adrenaline stacks. Just saying. That would have killed. So having our overdrive increase our damage, and then our damage increase based off of these armor, power. Alright, give me a crossbow. And say you give me a key. The fact that our crossbow could be even better, but like the game doesn't want to give it to us, tells me that the crossbow is like holding us back. Just want like 4 perks on it, 5 perks on it. I feel like you don't get that until like 35, 40, but still. I wish the nuke that we have, I wish it had the ability of the quasar. How'd that finish with A, man? Really, this game is great. Great. This could be such a good one, but the perks on this gun, razor bolt, additional shot, and reflected charge. But unfortunately, the game doesn't want to give us a better one. It was good, but not as good anymore as far as level base. If this gun didn't have the ability to ricochet off of every single target and chain and stack damage, I would still be using the shotgun, I think. This is a plus 10 Lucenite gain. Oh, it's impact. I need to be a repeater. Look at that charge speed, though. All right, I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling this. Man. It sucks that the reroll has not been kind to us. Yep. So it ricochets. It's alt fire. It fires a single powerful bolt, which travels through hostiles and splits into multiple homing projectiles. So the only thing that does suck about this weapon is I have to constantly hold the trigger halfway down, because obviously if I hold it all the way down, it does my power weapon. But as long as I hold it, it will track, and it'll basically, we tested it earlier, it'll go through every enemy in the game or on your screen. And anytime it goes through that enemy, it will increase its damage because of razor bolt. It'll go through a target, razor bolt will trigger, so then they'll take damage over time. And then because of additional shot, every single time I fire, it increases the amount of shots or bolts in each shot. And then when I decide to charge or block, it'll absorb projectiles and then grant additional bolts on my next shot. Unfortunately, there are some better perks that we have seen for this weapon, but I haven't gotten it yet. I haven't gotten a single crossbow those perks all together yet. Now that I can get 4 perks on one. I don't know how many hours. Not a whole lot. I would say this is the base minimum to get, but like there are definitely better perks for this weapon. I just haven't gotten them yet. Like if I could have gotten the repeater crossbow, I want it with like a high level on the right, like on the right. So now if I can get a repeater crossbow, I can get it with like a bunch of stuff. So like what I'm missing is I should be having, I want to get it with a higher payload volume, and I want to get it with a higher charge speed. And then I want to get it with the extra 4th perk, and I don't like, I want to replace reflected charge with a better perk. Things like that. I did all that and I totally forgot to hit the button. Yeah, I was so worried about the shotgun. I'm not worried about that anymore, honestly. See, I just need these weapons to be the repeater crossbow right now instead. Because if what I think can happen will happen, yeah, I think I think homing weapons are like so good in this game. It's just one less thing I have to worry about.
Additional power terminal required to activate elevator.
Oh my goodness. I'm loving this game, man. This game is so good. Active synergy. What is that? After absorbing with the shield, blast radius of the next shot is increased. Projectiles blast through. Purge blast. Let's see how much he gives us for this.
Sorry, personnel detected.
Alright, let me go to the bathroom real quick. Then we'll fight this boss.
You're alive. More resourceful than I expected.
What are you really doing here, Alob?
Soltari thinks I'll be a good little boy and bring them back their Lucenite. But there's something far more valuable here.
Thought you were a company man through and through.
I intend to be the next chairman, Devraj. To do that, I need to obtain Carcosa's real secrets.
The Eclipse.
Power. Real power. Soltari never thought bigger than mining. They don't have a clue what's really here.
How's he survive? Wait, who's surviving? Us or that person? Oh, I mean, it's because they're standing here. This is like a safe place for them. I don't know how, though. Having this busted damage over time is nice, so. The only thing I think we really need to have is if I can figure out a way of getting like more health on kill. Maybe it's based off the Aether. Maybe the Aether. So the good thing about this is that we still have our second win. And then shooting the power weapon on top of our crossbow doubles up the damage over time effect. Yeah, I don't know how we stopped from getting hit enough for that. Does he just end up taking more damage on the final tree? That's what it feels like.
Nothing can keep me away from her.
Gotta be. So every time we fight this guy, I always every time we have fought him tonight, we constantly die on the third phase. I don't know why.
I had to leave her behind.
Should be a station somewhere that allows you to reroll.
As a crutch.
I haven't found one yet.
So many
No,
things against reason, against
I haven't
me.
found one.
I should come back. I have to help her. Fix her. I just need to be stronger.
Why is he getting back? Because we forced him to come back to life so we could hit him again. Alright, let's see how much it lets us keep. No death penalty, baby. Let's go. You had to keep the entire 20K. Parries generate power. Aether. We need another for that. Parries reduce corruption. We didn't hit Legions unlock. Increases Lucenite gain. Increases Lucenite gain. Shield reduces incoming corruption. Increases proficiency. There's another key over there. Less Lucenite loss on death. Start with another key. Why can't that go down? cycle with an extra redraw. Alright, we got a lot of these we need to grab. I think we'll do a couple more Luciad farms. Then we'll do some Halcyon farms. So we'll go back to Shattered Rise. We have one more text log to grab there. These two we can do 2 paces. Yeah, I mean, farming all these people are very necessary. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't matter. The only thing that we start with is razor bow and additional shot. So I guess there's no reason holding on to a specific roll of the weapon, since the roll of the weapon is always going to have the default 2. That's good to know. I guess the most important thing is having my start be as high as possible. I think that's what it has to be. So if I can get it, the higher my level is, the more of the perks I keep.
Alpha hostile.
This one has a faster charge speed, but a lower payload volume. I don't really want to lose payload volume, honestly. I'll take a shorter number for that. Where is that thing? This must be double jump for this. It's a really cool perk. It's a really cool perk system. That I honestly don't mind. It's a really interesting way of making everything balanced. But also incentivizing you, like, getting your levels up. And obviously, once you get, like, to a higher tier, everything's gonna have a lot of artifacts on it. Can I explain what, first time playing this game? And we just gaming. This one. Even that is way easier now. Don't have to deal with that. I think I just noticed something. Hold on. I noticed a pause. Earlier, I got stunned. And I couldn't shoot for a second. And why is that? That fight.
Caution. Alpha hostile.
Oh. Good thing he takes damage over time, man. Autobots. Killing a hostile with a melee strike triggers temporary full auto fire and accelerated charge rate. I'm gonna try that out later, because that does sound really good. I don't like that it requires a melee to happen, though. About to get bashed some payback? Yes, sir. We've been farming tonight. I mean, obviously we did some more of the story, but we've just been farming our skill. It's been very nice. So we haven't fought him tonight yet. So yes, we are absolutely going to Alright, this room should have 1, 2. One reroll. I feel like one thing I'm noticing is it feels like whatever weapon you have on your person, you don't get. So if I want a good roll of the repeater, then I have to put on another weapon for it. I could be wrong, but like, why else would I get so many crossbows, but not of the weapon I already have on? I had that same issue with the shotgun when I was only using the shotgun The game just would not give me shotguns. And I'm like, why not? Okay, that other one's too far away. What is latent morbidity? Cells may drop aether upon expiration. Projectiles continue dealing damage over time for longer. This game is Saros, made by the same people that made Returnal. Oh yeah, I can even hit these people with this now. That's right. I disagree with that.
I won't let you down, Jay.
It's another 1K. We gotta change the difficulty now so we can get extra Hallicon or whatever. What up, Sirius? See? Why can't I get 4? So now we can come over here. Get the text. there. I feel like if I do drop it, we need to figure out a backup weapon. Do I just go back to the shotgun? Maybe have to be the shotgun. At least this entire run should give us plenty of currency. Hey Chuckles, thank you for the raid, man. How you doing? Let me give it a shout out real quick. Please give Chuckles a follow, chat. If you haven't already. How was your stream? How is the Destiny treating you? We're bullying all three of them, by the way, just because we want to get as much of the currency as possible. These runs are for currency farming. And hoping that we get a better crossbow, but mainly for currency. I feel like it's kind of annoying. Oh, I've been wanting to check out PvE Rivals myself. That looks pretty cool. Where's my rerolls at? You see this? You can't get over here without being able to double jump. I don't want the power. I don't want to lose my hallucinate. Would not dare do that. What up, Gino? I'm so locked in right now. No idea.
Soltari personnel detected.
trying to grind. Just gotta grind. Let's see how quickly it's gone up to 33, and yet still we cannot grab anything. Actually, I'm gonna grab something. We're gonna swap it. Next thing we grab, we're gonna swap weapons. And we're gonna play a theory, whether or not we get a crossbow back with the extra perks. See what happens. Next weapon, whatever it is, we're taking it. Uh-oh. Didn't I mean to jump down? Oh! Got into both of them. Alright, well, it's not the best weapon, but alright, my hope is the next time we get a weapon, it will be the payload crossbow with 4 perks. If that actually happens, then that means the game weights other weapons higher than the same weapon you have on your person. So if you want a specific weapon, you have to have different weapons on. If that was repeater, that would have been hilarious. Actually, no, we'll take the impact one. At least it's a crossbow. And then we can see how bad having to aim is. What's the alt fire? Fire a single powerful bolt which will split into multiple homing projectiles if it hits a hostile's weak point. That seems like so much work. If it hits a weak point, then it'll split into homing, tracking projectiles. Way slower. I will say at least you still get the auto tracking. You still get the auto tracking, which isn't bad. So it's not the worst. Am I liking it? I'm loving it. This game is so good. So good. It's a key. I do think if you fight a boss, it might be worth it, since the bosses have a bunch of weak points. This is gonna be way harder to do in here. It's out of the nightmare. Yeah, but it doesn't hit harder than the repeater. And you also have to be accurate. Okay. This is Saros. Oh no. Is that what I think it is? Why? Why do they give me the exact same weapon? But for my first 5 perk weapon is the exact same one. I don't get it. We first heard about this game at the Game Awards last year. That's what we were like, okay, this is on our radar. I think it being a PlayStation exclusive is probably why some of the marketing wasn't as big. It was only on one platform. Alright, this is the first weapon with 5 perks. So then we have Razor Bolt, additional shot. Those are always there. This one has auto bolts, so we do need to melee more. If we melee, then we'll have a few seconds of auto fire. The weapon damage generates extra power. And then fast charge charges more rapidly. It does have to be a melee kill, which is the problem. Hold up. Hold up. See how fast this thing charges? Look at that, not even a second. By the time I fully pull the trigger, it's done. Okay, impact crossbow, maybe I judged you too harshly. You got sniped? What do you mean you got sniped? I don't think this is gonna go over as well because we don't have the auto stuff. Adam, hello. Oh, he's dead. Maybe I judged you too harshly. Impact. Now here's the big question. Out the insta tracking. How bad or good will Legion be? Most of our damage is stacking off of the multiplicative volleys. depending on how bad this is. Legion could actually be kind of annoying.
Restore the path. Alpha threat detected.
Okay, I understand. If I get a melee kill, this thing fires 3 shots for free instantly. And that could be really good. That could be really good in certain situations. Oh my god, we got one. This thing has, okay, so it has the exact same perks. Power generator, fast charge. But it has a very bad charge speed, but we can up that charge speed up. So I guess what that means is if we want to have the super fast charge speed, then we'd have to go all the way into command. But if we want to keep going into drain, then we want to take advantage of charge speed and bolt velocity that way. Okay. So if those are static, and we had to go command. I have played it. Yeah, that means that this is not a good one, but
I will.
now that I know that that appears to be static, then that means that if I am gonna run this weapon, we have to just take everything command.
I don't remember the names anymore.
Anytime we get the perk that has the blue stat on it,
We're alive, but then the eclipse, and we forgot.
okay, that's actually really fast. That is really fast. I don't think you need to play Returnal before playing this. Nah. I gotta start parrying them. Okay, that parry is kind of sick. It instantly stuns them, so you can do more damage to them. But yeah, I mean, want to. I wouldn't play it now. Dang. What is chain demolition? After killing a hostile with a melee strike, the next shot fires 2 additional smaller projectiles. Additional projectiles are released from hostiles killed by the blast. Okay. Alright, there's this one here we'll hit. For Legion. I was so worried about them. I don't have achievements. I don't know what achievement we just unlocked, but we unlocked them. That's hilarious. That charge on is nutty. What's up here? Low chance for dry volatility? What is that? Drives at 144. I don't know what volatility means. I haven't seen that before. Oh, look at the mini projectiles that it shoots out. That's kind of cool. It is so good. Increase armor. Oh my god, we actually got one. Wow. Finally. While having the weapon. Very low chance for command volatility. Is it because our numbers are so high now? I don't want to lose Lucenite on hit. Fancy after dash. Yeah.
Tolerance exceeded.
As growth attributes increase, they have an increasing chance of becoming volatile. Once an attribute becomes volatile, it can only be restored by returning to passage. Okay. You see, I can't get that one until I got double jump. I need that pellet count to go up before I swap. All this to just get plenty of materials. I'm gonna keep that. I really like that. I don't want to burn it. I wonder, I mean, it probably is possible to do this without farming, but I wonder how easy it is to do without farming. Because a lot of this stuff you have to like explore. It feels like you have to farm. Or run it over and over and over. Yeah. I also kind of want to see if I can get the volatility to spawn. One more time for the one more time before we run it back. I mean, we gotta farm the other stuff too, so. Dang. Okay. Look how fast that bolt velocity and payload volume is. That's insane. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know why is he not taking damage, but like is taking damage. But he's losing. He's got to be taking damage because the 2 health bars have gone away. But he hasn't gone into phase 1, nor 2, nor 3. I don't understand what happened. Could it be that I just did way too much damage to him? Could it be that that much bolt velocity and payload volume is just too much for this game to register? Because he never took damage, but he also never went through his phases. And then the only time he like took, I think he took damage the entire time. That's gotta be a bug. All right then. Your guess is as good as mine, but that's definitely something that didn't work correctly. Alright. Because we finally got a level 50 of this weapon. This thing has so much rate of fire. Then Holy Light Show. Holy Light Show indeed. I think the crazier part about this is that looking at this, it already is insane. You know, it's already insane. But the fact that you can then take advantage of additional shot, you know? The fact that you can take advantage of firing more bolts in each volley, and then, you know, just extra damage, and then having it basically fire before I can pull the trigger is nuts. I mean, Returnal was similar, yeah. Not with this weapon, but like, if you get deep enough in builds, you can do some silly stuff. %66% Lucenite bonus. New armor alterations available. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. And then we will probably do one more run of farming for Lucenite. Then I gotta do a bunch of purple buffs farming, which that's gonna be the annoying one. Right. I should restart this game. One thing I'm noticing is that restarting this game is kind of important. Because every once in a while, I noticed it that last run. It like breaks for like a split second. Which is so weird. Oh no, not the game, the cap card. Which is so odd. Alright, let's see. Key. That's hallucinate on death. That artifact slot. I don't know how you get over here. There must be a path. Efficiency levels. Nailing a stagger boss increases damage. Adrenaline levels increase faster. Drop Lucenite stays on the ground longer. Parries deal more damage. Reduce corruption. Inflict more stagger. Cycle with an additional redraw. There was some other stuff we needed. The annoying one are the purples that we have to go back and do. Because in order to get a bunch of those in the map, we have to make the difficulty like much higher. The annoying stuff. Try and make sure all of the stuff we can grab now we do. Alright. Clear everything. What trials do we want to put on? Reduce loot night retained upon returning. Okay. We don't care about Lucenite this time. Decrease power accumulation when absorbing projectiles. Alpha hostiles more dangerous. Random artifact is destroyed. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take as much of this as we can to keep it overloaded. And then we'll put a little bit of protections back in to balance it. I'll probably just do damage to balance it. We don't want to, we need the Halcyon, so like that's all we care about for this trial. Do I care for the corruption? Okay. Increase corruption accumulation from corrupted projectiles even more. I'll do second chance, we'll remove that. But I feel like 16 and 15 won't push the bar far enough. Yeah, that doesn't push it anymore. So Increase corruption effects on artifacts. Whoops. I could put the increase the tier of all artifacts, but like that just doesn't seem worth it. I'll just do damage then. I could do that. Dispatching and overload restores a second chance? What the heck? Take a tier 1 to take a little bit less damage. Integrity is fully restored upon reaching an overload. Okay. As long as it's in the overloaded, we should be able to benefit from that. Alright. We are missing Halicons. So we will start in Ancient Depths. Missing a whole lot of them too. Missing one here. About to get cooked. But I need this, so. My question as well is, if you grab the one, I'm assuming I still have to exfil with the one. Yeah, I mean, early on it might be a little bit difficult. Might take it 2 times. Once we get enough things, we should be alright. It shouldn't make a difference. Do a lot less damage to all the enemies in the world. I won't grab this now, so I'll do the openings first and then activate the realm later. And then I will take every command because I want to increase my stuff on this weapon. Kosan key. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna burn all my rerolls here, but I'll at least reroll once or twice. Less damage after a kill. We love that. game hates me. They know that gets one crossbows right now. So it's gonna keep giving me my second favorite weapon, the shotty. Funny, funny, funny. Alright. Oh, we're already at 89, 90. Okay, that's our first 30. I'm surprised we haven't found it yet. Okay. Okay. You know, I bet here you don't get it until you get double jump. It's probably this one over here you have to double jump for. I bet. +3, +3, +3. That's like a no-brainer to add that one. That was close. No, I don't want that. Okay, we got all the main folks. Just in case. I knew there was gonna be enemies in here, but they didn't want to spawn until I came in. Ow. I'll take that nuke. That's only because of this weapon. Between the weapon and the mods. Affected. Why would that be so much higher? We're missing one of them. I wish it told us where. I don't know. Once we farm for this last couple of Halcyons, We'll turn everything off and do some raw dog runs. Not raw dog runs, but like a raw dog run for the next little opening area. We only like put all this mods on to start running after you've already cleared. But that sucker, we did not get anything from this. This thing having insane tracking is just... That's... Oh god. I wish all of this currency was not so far away. No. I'm out of keys. Out of keys. Honestly, it's kind of cool that you can take a biome from the beginning and you can kind of just take it all the way through. So you can just stay out here longer. I think the only one not like that is the first encounter, first biome. I think. Special resource for armor. Oh, there it is. Okay, there's one of them at least. Okay. Down we go. Yep, there's one right there. We needed all of these special resources. How do I get out of here? Hmm? Oh. Duh. I forget all about that. Another key. There's a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. Over here. So we found 2. But I feel like we should be finding more. Oh my goodness, another one. There go. I bet there's one right there. Bad. This is not a good run. So much corruption too. Oh. I always forget that, like, that's not the way.